brilliant channel Maths Nation. Dear students, if you have not subscribed Maths Nation, kindly subscribe it now and press the bell icon to get the notification of the upcoming videos. Dear students, now let us start today's lecture of class 11 trigonometric functions. Let us recall in my last lecture, I have discussed about the trigonometric functions. Now let us recall the three main identities of trigonometric functions. This is lecture 2 of trigonometric functions. As you students, you have already studied the trigonometric in class 10. Now let us recall these identities which I have discussed in my last lecture. The first identity of trigonometric functions is sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. Then the second identity says 1 plus tan square theta is equal to sec square theta. And the third identity says that 1 plus cot square theta is equal to cosec square theta. Then I have already told you students, only knowing formula is not much. When you practice variety of questions, then which will be helpful for you to attempt any questions which will be asked in your exam paper. Let us practice variety of questions. When you practice the tough questions, then any questions which will be asked in your exam paper will not be a challenge for you. Here the question says that let us discuss some illustrations. Here the question says that A is equal to, the question is given. Please students, open your notebook and note down the questions and try to do your own. Pause the video and try to do your own. If any problem persists, then open the video and see the solutions. Otherwise, you students, please try to do your own. Here the question is given, A is equal to 2 sin x upon 1 plus cos x plus sin x. Then you have to find out, then prove that. Then you have to prove that. Then prove that when you try to solve the questions, always keep in your mind all these identities and these formulas, then which will be helpful for you. When you practice much problems, many problems, then you can attempt any questions which will be asked in your exam paper. Then there will be no need to remember the formulas. Then when you understand it properly, it will be easier for you to remember. Here the A is equal to 2 sin x upon 1 plus cos x plus sin x. Then you have to prove that 1 minus cos x plus sin x upon 1 plus sin x is equal to A. Here you have to prove this. Then this is the given. Now let us solve this. Here the question is given, A is equal to 2 sin x upon 1 plus cos x plus sin x. Then now multiply the numerator with 1 plus sin x minus cos x. Then the denominator, you multiply the same thing in the denominator, otherwise you know the value will be changed. Then here you have to prove this is equal to A. Then you multiply 1 plus sin x minus cos x in both numerator and denominator. Then keep it in the numerator as it is. Then the 2 sin x into 1 plus sin x minus cos x. Look at the denominator. This is A plus B, A minus B. A plus B into A minus B is equal to A square plus B square. Then this is 1 plus cos x square minus sin x square, sin square x. Then students, keep it here. And if I use the next page, which will be difficult for us to recall the problems, then I keep it here and start here. This is the solutions. Then the numerator is 2 sin x into 1 plus sin x minus cos x. You students, I have requested you always that you students please do your worksheets and ask me your doubt. Here a plus b whole square, a square plus b square plus 2ab, 1 plus cos square x plus 2 cos x plus 2 cos x minus sin square x. Then here this is the numerator is 2 sin x into 1 plus sin x minus cos x. Then the denominator is, in place of 1 you can write sin square x plus cos square x plus cos square x plus 2 cos x minus sin square x plus sin square x minus sin square x cancel. Then in the numerator this is 2 sin x into, please students be careful when you solve the questions. Be careful about the signs. Your single mistakes give you a wrong answers, then only you puzzled and cannot solve this. Here cos square x plus cos square x is 2 cos square x plus 2 cos x. 2 cos square x plus 2 cos x. Then taking x common, here look at the what is the questions here says. Here you have to prove that this is also equal to a. Then in the numerator this is same, but in the denominator this is 1 plus sin x. Here the denominator is different. Then in the numerator this is 2 sin x upon 2 cos square x plus, look at here, if any mistakes, yes, look at here, this is 1 plus sin x minus cos x. This is 1 plus sin x minus cos x. This means, sorry students, please redo. I will redo the questions. Look at here the question says that, look at it, be careful. I have already told you only a single mistakes. I have done the single mistakes which is puzzled us. This question says that a is equal to 2 sin x upon 1 plus cos x plus sin x. Here we have to prove that, here we have to prove that 1 plus sin x minus cos x upon 1 plus sin x upon 1 plus sin x is equal to a. Let us solve the questions. Here the question says that a is equal to 2 sin x upon 1 plus sin x plus cos x. Then now multiply 1 plus sin x minus cos x in both numerator and denominator. As you know, when we multiply the same thing in the numerator and denominator, then the value remain unchanged. Here this is the, keep the numerator as it is, 2 sin x into 1 plus sin x minus cos x. Then the denominator is 1 plus sin x plus cos x. Look at here, this is in the form a plus b into a minus b. As you know, a plus b into a minus b means this is a square plus b square. Then this is 1 plus sin x whole square minus cos square x. Then keep the numerator as it is, 2 sin x into 1 plus sin x minus cos x and the denominator is 1 plus sin x whole square. This is a plus b whole square, a square plus b square plus 2ab. Then the minus cos square x. then keep a line, draw a line here and do it. If the draw lines give us a clear, otherwise it will be messed up. Keep the numerator as it is 2 sin x into 1 plus sin x minus cos x, and the denominator is, in place of 1 we can write sin square x plus cos square x plus sin square x plus 2 sin x minus cos square x plus cos square x minus cos square x cancels. The numerator is 2 sin x into 1 plus sin x minus cos x. The denominator is sin square x plus sin square x, means 2 sin square x. This means 2 sin square x plus 2 sin x. Now taking common 2 sin x, now taking common 2 sin x, this is sin x plus 1. Then here 2 sin x cancels, and the which will be equal to 1 plus sin x minus cos x upon sin x plus 1. Look at here, this is the questions which we have to find out. Here we take a, and at last we get this is equal to, here come to the conclusion that a is equal to 1 plus sin x minus cos x upon sin x plus 1. This is the answers which we need. Okay, then this is the answers. Now let us practice another questions. The main identity, the main three identities is, first identity which you have already studied in class 10 is sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. 1 plus tan square theta is equal to sec square theta. 1 plus cot square theta is equal to cosec square theta. All these three are basic identities of trigonometry. Then now let us practice another questions. I have already told you, when you practice variety of questions, then the questions which will be asked in your exam paper will not be a challenge. Here the theory says that, now please draw the table. Look at here what the table says. Here the table says that the first quadrant, second quadrants, look at here. You know this is 0, this is x dash, this is y, and this is y dash. Then here you know this is first quadrant in which x is positive and y is positive. Here both x and y are positive. This is first quadrant, and this is second quadrant. This is second quadrant. In the second quadrant, the second quadrant is here. The second quadrant is this. Here x is negative and y is positive. In second quadrant, x is negative and y is positive. And this is the third quadrant. This is the third quadrant. Here the third quadrant says that, look at here, this is the first quadrant, this is the second quadrant, and this is the third quadrant. The third quadrant says here the x is negative and y is also negative. Here the fourth quadrant, this is the fourth quadrant, which says that here x is positives and y is negatives. This is the fourth quadrant, this is the first quadrant, this is the second quadrant, and this is the third quadrant. Now let us remember what will be the value of these trigonometric functions in these four quadrants. Here the sign functions, the sign is positives or in increasing from 0 to 1 in first quadrant. In first quadrant, the sign function sin theta is always in increasing mode and positives, always in increasing mode and positives. And in second quadrant it is in sin theta is in decreasing mode and in decreasing mode and positives. But in third quadrant it is in decreasing third quadrant. It is decreased from 0 to here. This is increasing from 0 to 1 means positive. Here this is decreasing from 1 to 0. This is decreasing from 1 to 0 means positives. In the third quadrant it is decreased from 0 to minus 1 means here minus. The sin theta is here in decreasing from 0 to minus 1 means this is negatives. Sin theta is here negatives, and in fourth quadrant, it is in fourth quadrant, sin theta is in increasing order minus 1 to 0, minus 1 to 0 and negatives. Then look at here, like this I will draw the table. Now students, you get an idea about what is first quadrant, what is second quadrant, what is third quadrant and what is fourth quadrant. Then here only I discussed about what will be the value of the trigonometric function sin theta in first quadrant, in second quadrant, in third quadrant and fourth quadrants. Now we will discuss about what will be the value of cos theta, tan theta, cosec theta and sec theta in all the four quadrants. Now let us discuss about this in the table. Now let us discuss all this in the tables. Look at here and be careful about the tables. Now students, you get a certain idea about the quadrant. Here this is the x, this is x dash, this is y dash, this is first quadrant, this is second quadrant, this is third quadrant and this is fourth quadrant. In first quadrants both x and y are positive, and in second quadrants x is negative, y is positives. In third quadrants all are x and y both are negatives. In fourth quadrants x is positives and y is negatives. And look at the table here. This is the table. Please students be careful, and while I am discussing about the tables, be careful what will be the value of the trigonometric functions in all those four quadrants. This is first value in first quadrant. This will be the value in second quadrants, and this is for third quadrants, and this is finally fourth quadrants. Then this, keep the line, draw the lines. This is the trigonometric functions, and this is first quadrant and this is second quadrant and this is third quadrant. Value will be in third quadrants and this will be the value for fourth quadrants. At first we discussed about sine. In sine, in first quadrant this is in increasing mode from 0 to 1. In second quadrant this is in decreasing mode. This is in decreasing mode from decreasing mode from 1 to 0. This is in decreasing mode from 1 to 0. Here in first quadrant it is also sign value positives. In second quadrant it is also in decreasing mode from 1 to 0 and positives. In third quadrant it is in decreasing form. In third quadrant it is also in decreasing form from 0 to minus 1 means here negatives. And in fourth quadrant it is in increasing mode from minus 1 to 0 and negatives. Okay. Then now we will discuss about cos functions, cos theta. The cos theta is decreasing from, is in the first quadrants it is in decreasing mode. First quadrants it is in decreasing mode from 1 to 0. This is from decreasing mode from 1 to 0. And in the second quadrants it is also decreasing. In the second quadrants it is also decreasing from 0 to minus 1. In the second quadrant it is in decreasing from 0 to minus 1 means negative value. The first quadrant cos is positive value because it is decreasing from 1 to 0. But in second quadrant it decreases from 0 to minus 1 means negative value. and in third quadrant it is in increasing mode. In third quadrant it is in increasing mode from -1 to 0 means negative value. It is in increasing mode from -1 to 0 means the negative value, and in the fourth quadrant it is also in increasing mode from 0 to 1. From 0 to 1 means positive value. Look at here. In case of sine, for first quadrant it is in increasing mode from 0 to 1. It is in increasing mode from 0 to 1. For second quadrant it is in decreasing and positives. When it is in increasing mode from 0 to 1 means positives. Sine value is positives. And in the second quadrant it is in decreasing mode from 1 to 0, and the value will be positives because the value between 1 to 0 are positives. And in the third quadrant it is in also in decreasing from 0 to -1, and it is decreasing, and 0 to -1 means negative value. In fourth quadrant it is in increasing mode. Now I am saying only for sine functions. In fourth quadrant it is in increasing mode from -1 to 0 but they are negative because the values between -1 to 0 are negatives. In case of cos theta, in first quadrant it is in decreasing mode from 1 to 0, and the value between 1 to 0 are positives. Then in first quadrant the cos graph or the cos functions is in decreasing mode from 1 to 0 and positive value. In second quadrant it is also in decreasing mode from 0 to -1, and the value between 0 to -1 are negatives. And in third quadrant the cos functions is in increasing mode from -1 to 0 and negative because the value between -1 to 0 is negatives. In fourth quadrant it is in increasing mode from 0 to 1, and the value is positives. Now from sine and cos we can derive all these values. Then here the sine theta, here the tan functions, here the tan function. The tan functions, as the sine functions is in increasing mode from 0 to 1, and cos functions is in decreasing mode from 1 to 0. In case of tan theta, it is in first quadrant it is in increasing mode from 0 to infinity. It is in increasing mode 0 to infinity means positive value. And in the second quadrant it is in increasing mode. It is in increasing mode from -infinity to 0 means the value is negatives. It is in increasing mode from -infinity to 0 means the value is negatives. And in the third quadrant it is increasing mode. Third quadrant it is increasing mode from 0 to infinity means positives. And in fourth quadrant it is also in the fourth quadrant it is also in increasing mode. It is also in increasing mode from -infinity to 0 means the value is negatives. Means the tan functions is always in increasing mode. In first quadrant it is in increasing from 0 to infinity means positives. In second quadrant it is in increasing mode from -infinity to 0 means negative value. In third quadrant it is in increasing mode from 0 to infinity means positive value. In fourth quadrant it is in increasing mode from -infinity to 0 means negative value. Then now let us discuss about cosec, cot, sec and cosec. Now let us discuss about cot, sec and cosec. Now let us discuss about cot, sec and cosec. Here the cot theta, the cot function says that as the tan functions is always in increasing mode from 0 to infinity in first quadrants, but the opposite in case of cot. The cot is in decreasing mode. Cot is in decreasing mode from infinity to 0. Cot is in decreasing mode from infinity to 0 and positives. When this is the cot functions is in decreasing mode from infinity to 0 but positive, because the values between infinity to 0 is positives. And in the second quadrant, it is also in decreasing mode from 0 to minus infinity. It is also from decreasing mode from 0 to minus infinity. Decreasing from 0 to minus infinity means this is also negative value. And in the and in the third quadrant, it is also decreasing functions from infinity to 0. It is also decreasing functions from infinity to 0. And in the and in the minus and in the fourth quadrant, it is also decreasing from 0 to minus infinity. It is also decreasing from 0 to minus infinity means negative value. Here it is decreasing from 0 to, in first quadrant it is in decreasing mode from infinity to 0 means positive value, because the value between infinity to 0 is positives. In the second quadrant, it is also in decreasing mode from 0 to minus infinity means negative value. In third quadrant, it is also in decreasing mode from infinity to 0 means positive value. And in fourth quadrant, this is also in decreasing mode from 0 to minus infinity means negative value. Now let us discuss about sec functions. The sec functions is in the first quadrant, it is in the increasing mode. In the first quadrant, it is in increasing mode from 1 to infinity. In the first quadrant, it is in increasing mode from 1 to infinity means positive value. And in the second quadrant, it is in decreasing. It is also in increasing form. In the second quadrant, it is also in increasing form from minus infinity to 1. It is also in increasing mode from minus infinity to 1 means sometimes positive and sometimes negative, because minus infinity to 1 up to minus infinity 0 negative value and 0 to 1 positive value. In third quadrant, it is also it is decreasing form. In third quadrant, it is decreasing form from minus 1 to minus infinity means negative value. Minus 1 to minus infinity means negative value. In the fourth quadrant, it is also decreasing from infinity to 1. In fourth quadrant, it is also decreasing mode from infinity to 1, but the value is positives, because the value between infinity to 1 is positives. Look at here. Here the sec value in first quadrant is in increasing mode from 1 to infinity means positive value. And in the second quadrant, it is also in increasing mode from minus infinity to 1 means sometimes positives and sometimes negatives. But in the third quadrant, it is in the decreasing form from minus 1 to minus infinity. Then this is in decreasing from minus 1 to minus infinity means negative form. And in the fourth quadrant, it is also in decreasing from infinity to 1 means this is positives. The value between infinity to 1 is positives. And the final and last is cosec value. Final and last is cosec functions. The cosec functions in first quadrant is in decreasing mode from infinity to 1. This is in decreasing mode from infinity to 1 means positive value, because the value between infinity to 1 is positives. In the second quadrant, it is also in decreasing mode from 1 to infinity. It is in the second quadrant, it is also in decreasing mode from 1 to infinity. It is in the decreasing from 1 to infinity means positive value. and in the third quadrant it is also decreasing from minus infinity to minus 1, and in the fourth quadrant this is in the decreasing from minus 1 to minus infinity. Look at here. Here the table says the all the trigonometric functions in first quadrant, in second quadrant, and third quadrant, and fourth quadrants. You know what is first quadrant, what is second quadrant, what is third quadrant, and fourth quadrants. Now let us discuss some examples based in this theory. I have already told you, when you know any theory, let us practice some questions. When you practice questions, then you can easily remember all these formulas. There is no need to remember them. You understand them and easily your mind capture it. Then here the question says that find sin x. Here the question says that find sin x and tan x. Find the value of sin x and tan x. If cos x is given minus 12 upon 13 and x lies in the third quadrant. X lies in the third quadrant. X lies in the third quadrant means sin x is negatives. In third quadrant sin x is negatives. But now let us discuss. Here the cos x is given. You have to find out the value of sin x. Thus, according to the identity, sin x is equal to 1 minus, sin x is equal to 1 minus, because sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1, means sin x is equal to 1 minus cos square x square root, which is equal to 1 minus 12 upon 13 whole square root, which is equal to 1 minus 144 upon 169 square root. This is here 169 is the LCM, and this is 169 minus 144 square root, which is equal to 25 upon 169 square root. This is equal to 5 upon 13. By solving this, we come to the conclusion that sin x is here, this is plus or minus. Sin x is here plus or minus. Now let us recall the what is asked here. X lies in the third quadrant. Means x, when the x is lies in the third quadrant, means the sin x is always negatives. This means as it lies in the third quadrant, this means sin x is minus 5 upon 13. Then now let us find out the value of tan x. Tan x is equal to sin x upon cos x. Sin x is minus 5 upon 13. Cos x is minus 12 upon 13. Minus cancel. 13 cancels, which is equal to 5 upon 12. By solving this, we come to the conclusion that sin x is equal to minus 5 upon 13, where tan x is equal to 5 upon 12. Now do another examples. Here another example says that, here please students, you practice your worksheets and ask me your doubt. I am ever ready to clear your all doubts. Only knowing theory is not sufficient. Here the example 2 says that find the value of cos x and tan x. Find the value of cos x and tan x. Cos x and tan x. If sin x is given here, sin x is minus 3 upon 5 and x lies between pi to 3 pi by 2. Lies between pi to 3 pi by 2 means the x is in third quadrant. As x lies between pi to 3 pi by 2 means x lies in the third quadrant. Now let us find out the value of cos x. Cos x is equal to plus or minus 1 minus sine square x, which is equal to, as the this is, we have to find out the value in third quadrant. This means the value will be negative, cos value will be negative. This is 1 minus 3 upon 5 whole square, which is equal to 1 plus 9 upon 1 minus 9 upon 25, which is equal to 25 as the 25 minus 9, which is equal to 16 upon 25, is equal to 4 upon 5. Here the cos x is 4 upon 5. Then students, today this much. In my next class we will discuss, continue with this. Thank you students.